Get this off of the
It's
betting
the
now.
2K Sports
No more
pregame
drama.
show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to
Enjoy
2K
this.
Sports. I'm
I'm gonna
Ernie
talk about it.
Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play.
Thank you, Shaq, for the kind words.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. And the news here, Timofey Mozgov won't play, the injury keeping him out.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been.
Making a change, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. White is out there with Garnett, and it's Pekovic in at the 5. Martin goes in. That ties the game.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Smith outside. Back to James. The kick out to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland moving it around. Fulton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good. Freak. Timberwolves trail by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Rubio outside. Pekovic inside, working on Love, and that one's good. Pekovic.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Right against LeBron. Irving attacking. Back to James. All sorts of time. Kicks it to Smith. They set the pick. Nobody near Irving. Off target from outside. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to Golden State.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
A wide open look here for Wright. The offensive rebound. Here's Garnett. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And good on the basket. Book it. James has got 5.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in. Mon Shumpert has come in for Smith. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Darrell Wright. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. LaVine kicks to Martin. Muhammad up top. James covering. Here's Pekovic. Thompson with the rebound.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Moment here now for an injury report.
He said he really bruised his hip out there, and while there's a lot of pain involved, he doesn't see any significant bone or joint damage. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
5 to shoot. Martin goes in. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Pass to LaVine. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Martin. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And Shumpert kicks to James. Here's Fulton. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
Martin kicks to Pekovic. He dishes it to Muhammad. Here's LaVine. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Jang inside. Good.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Outside Irving. Freak sets a screen for Irving. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Irving's got 7.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
LaVine dishes to Pekovic. And Muhammad kicks to Pekovic. 3-pointer. Again, Martin missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, in the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Pekovic is out there with Gorgui Dieng. And it's Wright in at the small forward position. From outside the arc, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. James with it. Now Wright defending. Pass to Freak. From 13. Here's Love. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Love's got 7 points in the game.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Rubio against Shumpert. Chang with a screen on Shumpert. Rubio. Second chance shot. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Love. Cleveland leading by 7. It's a pick by Love. The 3. And James gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert. 12 points for LeBron.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
In the corner, right with it. Will it go? The putback slams it back in.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Yeah, some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, and guys, not wasting any time, just straight back up with it.
Rubio, the pass to Pekovic. Right dishes to Muhammad. The pass to Pekovic. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. Takes it from 10. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Muhammad. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Love with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Jang, that's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Jang's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. James kicks to Freak to the inside and stolen by Jang. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Muhammad with it, out defended by Freak. Now here's Muhammad. D right on him. Clock is at 3. From 11 feet away. Excellent defense from Freak.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Love with a wide open look, and the shot falls short this time.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He finished with 19 points and stuffed the stat sheet with a double-double. A standout effort all around. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's Dang. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Minnesota making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And Jang drops them both. The Cavaliers leading by 6. They set the pick. The drive by James and the dunk by Love.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. Good game for Love. 12 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Jang with a screen on Smith. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered us, some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Right wing. Freak kicks to Smith. Freak sets a screen for Smith. From downtown, Minnesota with the rebound. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
A different look now for Cleveland. Butler, he's checked in for James. And Irving subbed in for J.R. Smith. Kevin Martin is checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now here's Towns. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Irving attacking. And another miss by Cleveland. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Zhang kicks to Martin. Towns with it. Out defended by Freak. Can't hit from 12. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Butler passes to Shumpert. The feed to Love. Lets it go from 11. And the shot is good. Love's got 14 points for the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Zhang, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 6 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. On the wing, Shumpert, covered by Martin. And that one's good, Shumpert. Shumpert's got his second bucket tonight.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And it's Martin penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Excellent night for Martin. He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's got shooting.
And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Kevin Garnett. And Kevin, how does this team navigate the ups and downs and pressure to come out and win games like this one that you're in the middle of here tonight?
Nothing's easy. You know, we do it together. We don't do it individually. And when we do, we look bad. But when we do it together, we look pretty darn good.
KG, thank you for the time. Guys, he's always preaching team.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Well, we've established a clear dominance on the interior at the offensive end. And until they prove they can stop our inside game, we have to continue to pound it into the post. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. Cleveland making a change here. Freaks checked in. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Martin. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Freak in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. Second in rebounding, second in free throw percentage. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
Yeah, and going back to their rebounding, very few teams could outmuscle them inside. The size and toughness to scrap for every carom off the backboard.
Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Cleveland. Timberwolves trail by 13. Rubio dishes to Wright. Here's Pekovic, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Emeka Okafor.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. Last year, getting it done. He was around 12 points per game last year. 8 assists and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
The Cavaliers leading by 11, and it's Smith that time on the assist by James. James has got assist number 8 here in this one already. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Rubio with it. He's got 6. Zhang with a screen on Irving. The drive by Rubio. Zhang. Some solid defense from Freak.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Took him no time at all on that one.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's James. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Rubio. Pekovic with a screen. And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. Fades back. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 12. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 9 points for J.R. Smith.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Rubio the pass to Wright. Rubio against Irving. Rubio dishes to Pekovic, and it's blocked. Now Cleveland moving it up. Feeds it to Okafor. In the corner, it's James. The fadeaway. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The tray. The rebound by Okafor. Cleveland's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Picked by Okafor. Back to Irving. Lets the 3 fly, and the shot is good. Irving's got 13 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in 3rd, the Cavaliers.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Okafor. And it's Iman Shumpert in for J.R. Smith.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Zhang with a screen on Irving. And Dang gets it to go. Zhang's got 14 points for the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
LeBron kicks to Freak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Been a big game for Freak. 9 points and also a block shot.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Butler, he's checked in for Cleveland. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 18. Irving against Rubio. Scott, good. Scott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Thien passes to Rubio. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Rubio's got 8 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Butler kicks to Thompson. The dish to Freak. Pulls it up. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Freak's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
To the inside. And finished off by Scott.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Levine kicks to Scott. Stolen by Thompson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Irving leading the charge.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Passes it to Freak. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Scott. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Irving for 3. And the shot is good. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Muhammad. The shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Freak, and then for Minnesota. Cleveland also making some changes. Freak's checked in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron comes in for Caron Butler. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Towns, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Levine. On the court for Minnesota, Mike Scott out there with Garnett. Then there's Martin. Then there's Pekovic, and it's Muhammad in at the 2 spot. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Martin with the bucket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
James kicks to Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 14 points now in the second half.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. LeBron dishes to Varejao. And stolen by Scott. To the paint. Here's Pekovic.
Check out the night for Pekovic. 10 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Here's Irving. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers.
That free throw, no good.
Kyrie Irving. At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Timberwolves trail by 17. Rubio the pass to Martin. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Irving kicks to LeBron. Dishes it to Freak. He feeds it to Varejao. Count it from 12. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Garnett with the screen for Rubio. He kicks it to Garnett. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Freak sets a screen for Smith. Kicks to Varejao. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Scott, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
Checking out the game Mike Scott is having. He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Good on both. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Irving attacking, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 21.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Garnett, the screen. Here's Rubio outside for Martin. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Irving, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
Well, they're trying everything, Greg. Nothing's working. He's just piling up point after point.
Garnett with a screen on Irving. And here's Rubio. Down low, Pekovic. It's deflected. Smith on the wing, and the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Lights checked in. Freak with it, Wright's there. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Free throw good. Freak.
Freak! Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak. Timberwolves trail by 20. Up top, Rubio. He's covered by Irving. And the wide open shot from Pekovic. Pekovic missing again. LeBron kicks to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 25 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. James outside. Pass to Irving. Freak sets a screen for Irving. At the elbow, it's Freak. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Pekovic. Got a hand on it.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Martin goes in. Pekovic fires. Pekovic with another miss.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. Smith has been too much to handle. He has 11 points and 6 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that...
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this is one of the better performances by this team this year?
It sure felt like it, yeah. It's just nice to see exactly what this team's capable of when we all execute like we know we can. Makes me excited to get the next game started so we can build on this win.
Well done. Kevin, a young man always looking for more.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.